Hello, my name is Emiliana Iliai, and it's good to have you again on our Ending Infertility Stigma Against Women series. Today, we are going to speak with Mrs. Deborah Lartey. She volunteered to share her experience with infertility stigma. So, we go on a quick break. We'll be right back. Kindly stay with us.
Are you having headaches over the best cake to get for your birthday, anniversary celebration, or any other beautiful occasion? No need to worry. Heavenly Delight will sort you out perfectly. Call Heavenly Delight located at Lashibitema on 0243 003350 for your delicious and affordable cake. Do you know the hair you wear speaks volume and defines who you are? For that corporate look, for that wedding occasion, for any other beautiful occasion, go to Silk Hair Ghana to grab that hair that will make you look smart. Call Silk Hair Ghana located at Mane Junction on 0543 753535. Silk Hair Ghana, hair like silk.
Welcome back from the break. So, we start our interaction with Mrs. Deborah Lartey.
She's going to share her experience with us. The stigma she experienced when she married, and then it seemed that she had delayed with childbirth. So we are going to go into the conversation. She's going to share with us what she experienced. So it's nice to have you. Thank you so much for volunteering to share your experience with us. So I want to ask you, in which year did you expect your child after you got married?
I married in 2016. Yeah, I married 29 2016, and I was expecting to get pregnant by the close of that year, but it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
So your expectations were not met. You were disappointed. Can you share with us how did you feel with the disappointment? How did you feel when your expectations were not being met?
I felt that why is that a young girl like me got married and is not able to give birth at that time.
So you were depressed?
I was a little bit depressed. I was depressed because of what I went through in the hands of my church members and some of my family members.
Your church members?
Yeah.
So if it's church members, what did they do to you? Because what is expected of the church is that they'll build up, they'll encourage each other. So if you found yourself in that situation, it's expected that your church members will help you.
Yeah.
But what didn't they do right? What did they do to you that worsened your plight?
One pastor of my church told my husband that my family, like it's difficult to give birth in my family.
Oh, wow.
So that's the reason why I'm not giving, and it's not true.
So your pastor was blaming your delay in childbirth too?
Yeah,
on your family?
Yeah, on my family background.
Family background, okay.
Yeah.
But excuse me to ask, do you have any case of infertility in your family?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Okay. What about the church members?
Sometimes they see you, then they'll be pressing my tummy and things.
You were pressing your tummy?
Yes.
And asking some questions?
Yeah.
Like?
So when are we seeing our baby?
Wow. And how did you feel coming from your church members?
Yeah, I felt so bad. So I decided to stop going to church.
Oh, you stopped going to church?
Yeah, I decided to stop.
Because of the stigma?
Yeah.
So Mrs. Deborah Lartey stopped going to church because of infertility stigma, treatment being meted out to her by her church members, and her pastor even telling her husband to, blaming her situation on her family members. So your pastor, what was he trying to do? I want to find out. Was he trying to, with blaming your situation on your family members, was he trying to encourage your husband to?
Yeah, instead it was encouraging him to divorce me or maybe go out and give birth.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did your husband do any of this?
No.
So your husband is a superman. He stood by you at the time that your pastor, your church members were all over, pressing your tummy and asking when you are going to produce your child. This is very wrong for you to press somebody's stomach and ask when are you producing a child, because you don't know. She said earlier that she was very depressed with her situation. So she had her own problem to deal with, her own disappointment to deal with, and then she also had that those to deal with from the church, which is not right. You also mentioned your family. I want to ask you, what about your family? Because I know that the family should be a source of encouragement to you. They should, your own family, right? Not your husband's family.
My own
they should be by your side. They should encourage you, knowing very well that it is God that has children. You are doing everything on your part to have a child, but it seems to be delayed. Your family, what happened from there?
Here's an easy way to purchase your local cereal food like ekwegbemi, oblayo, cereal mix, oat mix, or buffalo powder. Call Samuela Ventures on 059-662-0266. For your excellent photography, videography, or video editing, contact Pro Media Concepts located in Tema Community 1 on 055-4548-530.
An uncle of mine who is no more.
Your own uncle?
Yeah. Was the one complaining about it. Sometimes he said he even saw me at Kolebu Hospital, and when I came out from the doctor's consulting room, and when he entered, he asked the doctor that what was the reason why I came there, and the doctor told me that I have a problem.
Oh, so he was talking you.
Yeah.
He followed you.
It's not true.
It's not
He has
true.
not seen me. I've never been to Kolebu at that time.
But he told you that the doctor confirmed that you have a problem.
Yeah, he told my mother that the doctor said I have a problem because immediately I came out from the consulting room, he also entered and asked the doctor. I don't think there's any doctor in this world who will do that.
No, we know doctors that are supposed to treat patient issues are confidential.
Yeah.
But was it that he was interested so that he could help you, or he was interested?
I don't know. I don't know why he was so much into my marriage or my childbirth. So due to that, I also stopped going to my family house.
She stopped going to your family house. So
Yeah.
she stopped going to church. She stopped going to her family house because of infertility and stigma. So your uncle, did he at any point call you to say, okay, I know this doctor somewhere who can
Never.
help you? Never.
No.
So what was his ultimate goal? To make you feel less of a human?
Yeah. Maybe his ultimate goal was to disgrace me.
So disgrace you.
But I gave birth after he died.
After he died?
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to have a child after marriage?
I gave birth in 2021, so it's like
about
5 years. Yeah.
5 years to have a child. So within these 5 years, you had a lot to do with
A lot.
your own disappointment.
Yeah.
Disappointment of family members.
So
of
sometimes
church.
I even give up. I started to live my life. I took my mind off it. It's my job and home. Job and home. God being faithful.
Okay, let's talk about your husband. During this time, how supportive was he?
It was so supportive that he didn't put much pressure on me. He didn't even talk about it. Yeah.
He didn't talk about it, no much pressure. So you were fine at home, just that you had issues dealing with your family, your own family members, not even your husband's family members,
No.
and then your church people. So I want to find out during this time, during these 5 years that you were expecting to conceive, to have your own child. What did you do? What kept you busy? What kept you going? I know you're a fan of Shatawale, medical, and Fontana. I watch your WhatsApp status and I see a lot of videos from you, from your son, on your son. So I want to ask you, what kept you going? What kept you busy?
I'm someone that doesn't put a negative vibe in me. It's all about positivity. Whether good or bad, I have to be positive. Yeah, that keeps it going. And I love music. As you said, I love music, and politics also kept me going.
Oh, politics. So you love music, and then politics. Okay, what about work? What kept you busy?
My work also kept me busy.
Okay. So I want to ask you, what about your neighbors? Did you encounter any of the stigmatization from your neighbors? People you live around?
For my neighbors, I don't think, even if even if they would say something like that, maybe in their house. Because
Nobody said anything to you.
I don't have any friends in my in my neighborhood. I don't have any friends. So whatever they will say, maybe be in their room.
Somebody would say my back is, so far as you are saying whatever you want to say at my back, I don't have any problem.
Because you're not my friends. Whatever I'm going through, it's none of your business.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So, Debbie, I want you to tell me what do you tell other women who find themselves in this same situation? They have given themselves timeline. I've married and I expect to have a child within 1-2 years, but it's not coming. What message you have for these women based on your experience?
I'll tell them to believe in themselves. They shouldn't put pressure on themselves. They shouldn't be depressed. They should free their mind, live their life, work, look for money. Like at the right time, God will answer their prayers. Yeah.
Thank you for that. I want to ask you, did you at any point feel less of a human because you were not able to have a child? Because you felt maybe you were not complete for not having a child?
Yeah.
You felt that way?
At a certain time when I visit my friends who have children, and that's when I felt that like that.
You lost of a human. Okay. So I want to ask you, was there something you did? I mean, I should have asked you earlier. You visited the hospital many times to ascertain the cause of your infertility. How was it like? How was your visitation to the hospital? Was it frequent? Was it when you felt like
The surprising thing is me, I wasn't visiting the hospital, but a friend of mine introduced me to uni pills. That's what I did. I inserted, and I got pregnant in that very month.
okay? But when you visited the hospital, the doctor declared that everything was all right with you.
Yes.
You had no problem.
No, I don't have any problem.
Okay. So at the right time, you had your own child, and you feel okay. So Mrs. Latte here is encouraging every woman to be positive. Don't feed your mind on negativity because the time that you gave yourself to have a child has not come. Remember that your time is not God's time, and at the right time, you are going to have your own child. Do not listen to what family members have to say, the negativity from family members. Don't listen to it. She did not pay attention to her own uncle. Her own uncle was supposed to encourage her, to build her up, was rather discouraging her, making her feel less of a human because you have a child. Don't let this happen to you. No matter what, believe that everything is going to work out well for you according to God's own time for you. Don't let society give you pressure because you've not been able to have your child. No.
My name is Emiliana Iliayi. I'm a journalist, a gender advocate, one that is very much interested in women and children's affairs. And this is one of my stories on ending infertility stigma against women, against married couples. Please be kind to married couples. You don't know what they are going through, especially the women who have married and they are yet to have their own children. Please be kind to them. We spoke with Mrs. Deborah Lartey. She shared her experience with us. She volunteered to do this. Please, if you also want to share experience, if you have any such experience to share, you want us to contact you, kindly leave your phone number in the comment section and then we'll get in touch with you. Please remember to say no to infertility stigma against women. No to infertility stigma against married couples. My name is Emiliana Iliayi. I'm a journalist, a gender advocate. I'm here to remind you to say no to infertility stigma against women. No to infertility stigma against married couples.
My name is Deborah Lartey. I'm here to remind you to say no to infertility stigma against women.
And together we say no to infertility stigma against women. Thank you for watching and catch you another time.